19 today. Is the verse. Tapapyamaham varsham nigranami utsajami cha amritam chaiva mrityuscha sat asachaham Arjuna. Arjuna, I give heat and withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Purport: Krishna by different energies diffuses heat and light through the agency of electricity and the sun. During summer season, it is Krishna who checks rain from falling from the sky. And then during the rainy season, he gives unceasing torrents of rain. The energy which sustains by prolonging the duration of life is Krishna. And Krishna meets us at the end of us and at the end as death. By analyzing all the different energies of Krishna, one can ascertain that for Krishna there is no distinction between matter and spirit. In other words, he is both matter and spirit. And then at the advanced stage of Krishna consciousness, one therefore makes no such distinction. He sees only Krishna in everything. Since Krishna is both matter and spirit, the authentic universal form comprising all material manifestation is also Krishna. And his pastimes in Vrindavan as 200 Sunshamsula playing on a flute are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Achinta Bheda, Bheda Tattva. That's the point. So he's saying, Krishna explaining in these verses how to see him in the objects of this world. Srila Prabhupada summarizes this point in this purport. Since Krishna is both matter and spirit, the anti-universal form comprising all material manifestations is also Krishna. His pastimes in Vrindavan as 200 Sunshamsula playing on flute are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next, Krishna describes the one who worships the demigods as if they were the supreme and does not directly worship their source and empowering agent, the Supreme Lord. So this is the second point. मुझे नहीं चला मैं डायरेक्ट ठीक है
189 दिया था ना ये
अच्छा मैं 189 So you can see that we have been discussing this point that we should be able to see Krishna behind this material universe. So Krishna is also present personally, as Shyam Sundar is saying in Vrindavan 200 form. And as we become more and more Krishna conscious, then we see Krishna in the background of everything. So, like suppose an ant is there, and I take some kind of broom and I put that broom. So that broom, and I put that broomstick with broom with an ant, and I just sweep that ant and put in the dust collector and then throw it outside. So now, who threw it? Somebody may say dust collector has threw it. Somebody may say no, the broom has done that. But actually, who has done it? I only did it. Raghava, the person, correct? So broomstick and dust collector, they all became my energy, correct? No? So that way, in one sense, Krishna is only orchestrating everything. Krishna is only there. It's Krishna's energy actually. For me, no, I'm not the owner of that matter also. It is Krishna only. But I'm controlling so that way somebody can say that, okay, this is Raghava only doing that way. But let's say I take my hand, and I take this medicine and I fill the medicine and then I give it to somebody. Now, somebody who gave the medicine? That his finger gave. Somebody say his hand gave. And somebody say Raghava gave. So it's all my only, right? My hand only, that way. So same way, Bhumi Rapo Anulovayu Khammano Buddhi Revacha Ahankarati Amme Bhinna Prikati Rashtha. So Krishna is saying there are separated energy of mind. And Aparayam Tumam Vidyam Prakriti Vidyame Param Jeev Bhuto Mahabhaya Yayadham Dharate Jagat. There's another verse saying about how Jeev Bhuta, the living entities are also his superior energy. So both are Krishna's energy only. So devotee doesn't see anybody separate from Krishna. So this is one of the illusion. I mean, one of the definition of Maya is that when you see things disconnected from Krishna, that is Maya. But when you see things connected to Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness. So as simple as that. So now for us it is tough because what happens is that we are not so Krishna conscious. So we get overwhelmed by only the external manifestation and forgetting Krishna is actually the person behind, or this Krishna's energy, it's Krishna's cosmos. We forget that, because of our lack of Krishna consciousness, because of our lack of attachment to Krishna, lack of conviction, lack of faith. That's why we get enamored also. So devotee starts seeing Krishna in everything, in everyone, in every situation. That vision he gets eventually. Everything you find, it is nothing but belonging to Krishna. Then everyone, every living entity also connected to Krishna. And every thing, everyone, and every situation of life also, which comes forth. So that is also like, say, somebody get diseased, somebody is attacked, somebody is respected. So everything is it's called Krishna actually arranging everything like that, sanctioning everything. So that's how a devotee only connects to Krishna in all situations of life, because he knows he is that person, right? Like even if somebody is giving me medicine, I'll be grateful to not the hand of that fellow, not finger of that fellow. I'll be grateful to that person, right? Or if somebody slaps me, pat, then I will be asking the question, no, what did I do to mistake? Please tell me. I will not ask the hand, hey hand, why you didn't beat me? Will not ask that. So we know that the person is responsible. The person is there behind. So the way Krishna is sanctioning, so Krishna has some purpose for me to get purified. Somebody behaving as certain ways like that. So we should. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told, "Tinadapi sunichana, taro ravi sahishna." Tinadapi sunichana. Humility. Humility means I am not all in all. Krishna is all in all. No, I am not all in all. So I think that I am all in all. So I expect so many things. But no, I am a very tiny jiva. Krishna is the supreme person who is orchestrating everything. So how can I expect things to happen the way I want? How can I expect people to behave the way I want from them? How can I expect a situation to come the way I want? So it is not. So that's how humility. Humility means I am not in control. Krishna is in control. Then whatever situation comes, then we accept it that way, because we know Krishna is in control and Krishna is my well-wisher. And Krishna is supremely powerful. All situations are under his control. So he's my well-wisher also. He's my lover also. So that way we don't become upset, in different situations of life, or we don't become proud also, because it's all Krishna arranged. Krishna is arranging that. So what I was saying in the last point, just now. This point I told you about. Don't become proud. Humility, and then tolerance. Another piece right? So humility we need. Then we can acknowledge that yes, humility. As soon as you become humble, humility actually comes when you have that awareness that yes, I'm not in control, Krishna is in control. Then the humility comes. That's why as you really make progress in Krishna, that's why Vidya Dadati Vinayam, or Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. As soon as you get transcendental knowledge more and more, you become humble. This is what happens. So humility is required. So because we know that I am not in control, I cannot control people, I cannot control things, I cannot control situations. If by cooking my hand gets burnt, whom can I blame? I cannot blame anybody. But somebody comes and burns my hand, let's say, catches and burns, then I blame that person. So I'm not able to blame fire, or I'm not able to blame the way my mind work and all that. So, but somebody sees, then I start blaming. Or some situation comes and I start blaming God.
We can only blame someone who has a conscious side.
No, we should not blame anyone. Because nobody is to be blamed. But it's instrument of my karma. Instrument of my karma. Okay. I only have to. I'm not. See, nobody can get injustice in this world. It doesn't mean something bad happens to somebody, then we say, ha, tumhara karma tha. That doesn't make us. That should not make us hard-hearted. It's a misapplication of philosophy. Then we will get implication of karma if you are thinking like, if you are showing it hard-heartedness. But if it is for us, any kind of troubles, challenges, difficulties, any situation which we are not expecting or we don't like it, we should simply understand it as instrument of my own karma. This person is a postal pin. He's only delivering the karma which I deserve. Like somebody speaks harsh words to us. I must have spoken harsh words to somebody in previous lives, so many lives. I must have dealt in a very terrible way. So I am dealt with terrible. Even though right now I'm feeling I'm innocent. So we never know, no? Like that. So that's why this is actually fact. This is what Shastra is telling. So Krishna is allowing that because we have some previous baggage, and Krishna is managing to give us what is required for purification. He's not just giving purely based on karma also. Krishna is holding our karma and is releasing it just for our purification. Like that Krishna does. Because we are trying to be his devotee. That way it is. So Krishna only checks the rain falling from the sky. Krishna only diffuses heat and light. So Krishna is doing all that. Same way Krishna is sending a situation. Krishna is sending people to insult you. Krishna is sending people to praise you, to test you maybe. Sometimes you want pride and all this. Okay, he allows that. Okay, let this fellow know. He wants respect, or he wants me, something like that. Or he may just want to increase the respect of a devotee so that the devotee can preach better. That also Krishna have different plans. So devotee, if he gets opulences, he simply uses it in Krishna's service. He then become proud of it, like that. So like Indra, was allowed by the God For some time, Lord did not do anything. But when Indra, was so atrocious, and then he lifted to golden hand, and then Lord destroyed his pride like that. So Lord may sometimes allow for different reasons certain things. Sometimes to crush the pride, to expose us to for the pride, sometimes to facilitate our devotional service. The different ways. So Krishna exactly knows what is best for us, like that. So that's why we should know that it's all Krishna's arrangement. So we should remember Krishna, not vengeance, negativity towards anybody, not become attached to someone. Like sometimes people become too attached to parents. My parents gave me this thing. I will nothing do but serve my parents. Okay, but what about serving Krishna? No, that I don't want to. My parents are only God. This and then this is that full stop. There is another extreme. So it's like attachment without acknowledging. But who gave your parents, from where the parents came, and who gave that ability to them to be able to have to give you this body, and from where the soul came. So they don't ask these questions. So either they become attached or we become averse, depending upon the situation like that. So like that. So it's only possible only by Krishna consciousness. Only when we develop Krishna consciousness, then only we can be free from all these attachments, aversions, pride, and blaming, accusing, criticizing, so many things, like that. Because we know that nothing, like I have this here quote, it says, don't criticize put one at your own condition. That's just because is there any lust in you? Is there any putinati in you or not? Be worried about it. Don't worry about others. Shri Guru and Lord Krishna are responsible for others. You cannot do anything to help them, therefore you have no right to criticize. So yes, you may see, okay, this fellow has some fault, and Guru and Krishna will say, and if you have so much concern, tell to his authorities. We don't have to worry too much. We don't have to keep any negativities to anyone. It's very important because it's all Krishna's arrangement. We can never get any injustice. Of course, apparently, when we are getting injustice, we can also inform the superior. That's the best thing we can do. We can go to Krishna. We can go to superiors. That's all we can do. But we don't have to, become upset with Krishna. So more we are Krishna conscious, we understand. Like suppose Vritrasura got cursed to become demon. Now it's a thorough injustice. What little mistake he did, further he has to become demon.
What is
Vritrasura? He just kind of joked with Lord Shiva that he is giving class on Vairagya while Mother Parvati is sitting on his lap. So that was like a friendly joke he gave. So Lord Shiva is unaffected. He's not at all in material platform. So Mother Parvati is there with him and he's giving class on Vairagya. So he just kind of friendly jokes. Parvati felt offended and she cursed him to become Vritrasura. So he did not take any offense actually. Because it was, whatever Lord did, that's fine. So injustice, we think that, see, when somebody instills some kind of pain in you, you feel injustice only when you think that this fellow is not my well-wisher. See, devotee gets this vision that Lord is my supreme well-wisher. He's my lover. So if some pain I'm getting, so that is, he doesn't calculate in terms of justice and injustice. You see? But doesn't mean that in a practical life, we become like, a victim, just let people exploit me, not like that. So we recognize, on practical fronts that yes, this is not to be done. And we can take proper actions how? By approaching the superiors, and asking the guidance. So that means we are again depending on Krishna to see what action I should take in this situation. Like Arjuna was fighting against all the Kauravas and everyone, not with negativity, not with revengeful attitude. He was fighting on love only, based on love only. He was loving Krishna and loving them, but he asked Krishna, what should I do? Karishya vachanam tava. They said Krishna will fight. Then he fought. Before he was thinking not to fight. Yeah. So Krishna was Arjuna was thinking, I will go away. No, I will not fight on you. So it is not that if you don't have negativities and all that, that means you cannot fight, you cannot discipline them. No, you can act sometimes disciplinary way. You can also have to inflict some punishment sometimes, but not out of envy, not out of vengeance, not out of envy. So Arjuna was not fighting envious. You did this to me. Like that he was not saying. He was not thinking like that. He was actually fighting on the order of Krishna. So that all he was doing everything because Krishna told him. So he did not keep that negativity. He was fighting because of having love for Krishna. So this is how we will depend on Guru and Krishna only. So it's not like we allow, it's not Krishna. Arjuna has to allow, okay, now whatever you want to do, you can do it. No. He referred Krishna only, what should I do? Same way we also depend on Guru's also. What should I do in this situation? You tell me, please, I'll accordingly act. So that is out of love. We don't keep any vengeance for anyone. We don't want to. We pray to Krishna, please Krishna, free me from any of that. Okay, I'll pause here. Any reflection, Arya Prabhu? You are the only Parikshit Maharaj. Of course, I'm not Sukadeva Goswami. And one Maharaj is there also. Only Sukadeva Goswami is not there. I'm also not Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj is actually very attentive here. I'm not any qualification. Yes, Arya Prabhu, please. Any reflection?
Yeah, no, I really like that idea that like even like the Lord is our well wisher, so even any pain that we get is pain that will make us better. So I think like that's how you live a good life by not like putting too much negativity on top of negative things, and then yeah, I think that's how you become more Krishna conscious as well.
Yeah, very, very good point. No? Yeah, that's very important one actually. That's true useful.
Uh, for me, like the point.
So we should always focus on service. In all situations, focus on service. What is my service here? Don't no negativity towards anyone, no anger towards anyone. What is my service? Of course, we must feel the emotion, but you don't act on it. You tolerate that. That's what tolerance. Tolerance. Because we lack that Krishna consciousness. That we will face. Oh, this sorry, this no, sorry, it's Krishna. Sit down. Krishna is I deserve it. Later you have to little align ourselves with the right ideal behaviors, like ideal thoughts. Like, it's a struggle for all of us, but that's why we're discussing. So we have to always focus upon how should I serve, and for service we depend on doing. That's why Arjuna was thinking, how can I serve here? Krishna, you tell me. These fellows are trying to attack us. What should I give up? Should I strike? What I should? How should I serve you? So yeah.
For me, like the part where we should not criticize, we should accept whatever is happening in the most best way, and we should remember Krishna that okay, whatever is happening, there is a specific reason for why it is being done. So we need to analyze it and work in the best way.
Sometimes we may not be able to analyze why it's happening. Just leave up to Krishna. Krishna knows. And you can check with our superiors, Prabhu, what should I do? If it is disturbing you, go and check with some superiors, some Vaishnavas. Prabhu, this is how disturbing me and all. You can check. And they say, okay, you do this. Then you do that. That is your service. Okay. So you do that. So that's why. So we are depending upon Guru and Krishna only to find out what should I do. That is the best course. If you are able to understand, and you are clear about it, go ahead. If you are not, then check with superiors and then find out. But try not to keep any kind of negativity. And the way how we can do it is like this, what we explained. Okay, so let us pause here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Premanande.